Welcome everyone. Welcome to the fall draft. I am your host, Abdullah Patel, and really excited to be back and back on the podcast, back in the fall season. We have a very competitive season ahead. 8 teams with pretty stacked GM trios, which we will highlight later in the show. Before we kind of get started with that, I would like to introduce a couple of people that are with me today and that will be on the panel. So first, I would like to welcome Mr. Abdulaziz Khan, no stranger to the podcast. So salam Abdulaziz, how are you doing?
Alaikum salam. Happy to be here. Excited to get started.
For sure. So, you are entering like your sixth or seventh season. What are your thoughts heading into this draft? What are the more exciting things, and what are you looking forward to kind of seeing tonight?
Honestly, I think inshallah, because of such a stacked draft pool, I think I'm looking forward to actually seeing not those early first few round picks. I'm actually seeing how teams will adapt for those depth picks. To see how they round out their rosters, and see what type of gems they can find in those later rounds. Because every name on this list of players looks talented and can get it done. So, will those players mesh? Will they work out on their respective teams, and who will take who?
For sure. And before we go into the draft, I'd like to introduce our second guest. It's the newest member of the media team, actually, and he's a newer guy to the league. So welcome, Abdullah Qureshi. I almost said Abdullah Patel.
Assalamualaikum.
Welcome. How you guys doing?
Alhamdulillah. All doing great.
Okay. My bad, guys. I'm watching the current like draft thing, so I'm like, switching back and forth. But this is the fall draft, and before we actually get started and talk about the fall, let's just give a quick recap of the summer season, which Abdullah Qureshi here actually was successful in his first season. So congratulations to Abdullah Qureshi on defeating my team in the finals and
Thank you.
winning a chip in his very first season of Islam. And yeah, so before we kind of get started with the fall, we'll talk about the winter. So the summer. So right now we have the winner of the summer awards. We have Hassan Malik, who was goalie of Haya, who had the lowest goals against average and got a 910 GAA. He, was a pretty really, reliable goalie on us in the regular season. We went on a really good run. And so, yeah, congratulations to Hassan, who wins this award. And, there are a lot of really good goalies in the summer, too. So, for the fact that I think it was his first summer as a goalie, he was able to win this award. The next award is going to be, he actually wins 2 awards. Bilal Mohideen, he wins the most points. He had the most points with 22 points in, I think, 9 or 8 games. And he also got the top playmaker award, which is the award with the most assists. He had 13 assists. So congratulations to Bilal. He was on Ihsan. Unfortunately, they didn't make the playoffs, but this is kind of where he really excelled, even though his team wasn't the best. We have the most goals award, which is going to Mazhak of Dakwa. He had 11 goals this season. Really good season for him, and he was a really big part of that Dakwa team that finished second and lost in the semifinals. And last but not least, from the summer, we have the President's Trophy winners, which are Rida. As you can see, Mr. Abdullah Qureshi in the top left. He was part of this team that finished first and ended up winning the entire Islam chip. So yeah, congratulations to all of our summer winners. And Abdullah, I'd like to ask you a question now. Heading into your second season, what are you looking forward to, and what do you think will be key for you to go 2-2 in in Islam?
Right now, it's not in my hands. We're looking at who drafts me again as a first time rookie. First season. I think the expectations are a little too high now. um, you know, uh, it was great playing with a lot of the other guys. A lot of them are, they are the embodiment of the word mentor. Like, a big one is Rizwan helped me, guided me through every aspect of the game. A couple other people, Arsenal for sure, Omar as well. All these guys are, great people, great group of guys to work with. Now it's just that change of environment is going to be it's going to be something to adapt to. Definitely, just going from playing 10 games plus the 4 playoffs with the same guys to someone completely different is it's going to be a learning curve. And on top of that, I'm already to begin with just a rookie, so we're looking forward to it. Looking forward to a challenge, but we'll see what the season
For sure, for
entails.
sure. So we'll get started with the GM introductions, and we will start with highlighting Team Takwa. So Team Takwa here is led by Mr. Adam Hafiji, who is a newcomer to the league. And we also have Mr. Yahya Kotiwala, who is the returning MVP. And we have Bully here, who is no stranger to the league, fall champion, and will be leading Takwa with his boys, from the East End. You guys have any comments? I need to 1 second. I need to just get off camera for a bit, but 1 second.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this team is an East End ML team, as we all know. Very stacked, I would say, mashallah. Like talent-wise, these are 3 marquee players that can lead it. Any one of them can actually lead the team to a chip. You have Bully and Kotiwala, who have very off the charts chemistry that we've seen time and time again, especially in the winter season. And then, if you've watched these guys at Salam Cup or foreign areas, you've seen how they. And now they've added Adam Hafji, who's also a very, one of the most elite players that's played, ball hockey, of. So, like, this is a team that's going to be scary, especially with who they pick. I'm expecting, obviously, they'll be going right. But regardless, whoever they might have as their team behind them, this is a team that can get it done for sure.
For sure. And they actually have the first pick in the draft. So, what arguably is the best GM trio might get even stronger with another GM caliber player in the first round. So I wonder who they're going to take. I know there's one guy that they play often with that, no stranger to the league. But, we'll let them make the pick in a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
With the second pick in the draft, we have Ihsan. So Abdulaziz, I'm gonna ask you this question. You've been on Dawood's team a couple of times. Are you looking forward to being on his team for a 3rd time this season?
Honestly, I don't mind at all because, mashallah, like Dawood, Hamza Ali, even when I played with them in the winter season, they were a great duo of GMs to play under. And, they played very well and they drafted a very solid team that made the finals, but unfortunately, didn't get the chip in the winter season. And now they've added, obviously, Bilal, who, as we saw, was the most points and playmaker in the summer season, to that, dynamic duo of them. So this is a very well-rounded trio with a lot of familiarity between themselves. They know their playing styles. So, this is a very strong trio of players.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Obviously, I'm expecting a little bit of a strategy from Dawood, but it'll be interesting to see who he takes to kind of round out this cast of
For sure. We're gonna speed through the rest of them. I think these guys are getting ready to start the draft, so I don't want everyone to miss the first couple of picks. So with the 3rd pick, we have the Malton trio. It's the first Malton trio that we're highlighting. It's Zahir Kazi, champion in fall 2024 as a GM, partnering with Irfan Unia, who's a really fast defenseman out of Malton, and Mohamed Saleh, And with the 4th pick, we have Iman. It's Huzli and Riaz Lasagna and newcomer Michael Ferrillo. It's going to be his first season playing. Really, really excited to see these guys play. With the 5th pick, we have Team Subber. It's another exciting trio out of ML/Malton. And that's led by Usama Bula, Hamza Patel, and Tariq Kazi. And we made sure to put the right picture of Hamza Patel this time. And with Haya, with the 6th pick, no strangers to the league, Luke Akib and Maz. The 7th pick, these guys are looking to go, back to back in seasons they've played. It's Muhammad Shabir Patel, MP, and we have Muhammad Patel and Adam Panchpa, who are GMing Yaqeen. And to round it off in the first round, the last pick in the first round, the 8th overall pick, it's Team Rida. Funny enough, all of these guys are wearing Team Taqwa jerseys, but they're leading Team Rida, and it's going to be an exciting season. So I think these guys are going to start kind of sharing their picks. So with that, I will kind of share the draft, and we can kind of watch it happen. So, Abdulaziz, who do you think is going to be the first pick from Taqwa?
I think it's by consensus. I'm pretty sure not only myself, but a lot of people will see this pick. It's obviously, I think, it's going to be Altaf Panchati, right? He's GM'd with the Bully, and he's just their player, their
It
guy.
looks like they
play.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I did not expect that.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow, I did not expect.
Going number 1. Whoa.
That is crazy. I did not expect this. I thought they would for sure click their boy.
Yeah,
and Altaf goes to number 2. That is crazy. Okay, I was not expecting this. This is an insane start. So Altaf goes to number 2. Huzi goes to number 1, and Ikhlas is gonna take Ayaz at number 3.
Guess,
so I don't think this is a surprise. This is their boy, but I think those first 2 picks were definitely surprising.
That's a shocker because, I mean, I know.
Yeah, I'm actually
Bully and
I was not expecting this,
but still.
So yeah, guys, this is a live reaction. This isn't a delayed podcast show. This is a live react. Like, we're watching it happen live, and this is an insane kind of first round. So yeah, right now we're on to Team Subber. Team Subber. Who are they gonna pick?
I think you have to take, someone maybe from Malton or ML.
I think
right?
There's other guys on the I think maybe guys like and they take a goalie. They take a goalie in round 1.
Oh wow!
Deckmaster in round 1. Okay. So clearly this first round is clearly like not what we were expecting.
As you guys can tell, it's not scripted either.
It's definitely not scripted. But that is that might be even bigger surprise to take a goalie in the first round when there's so much talent available. There's guys like let me pull up the scouting report, but there are a lot of talented guys that they could have chosen. Guys like Wumandra, Adam Ahmed, Yusuf Ngar.
But I think at the same time, Hamza Patel and Usman Bula, obviously they're playing on a bit of familiarity, right? They don't know a lot of the other guys that are, on the West End. Could be that. Yusuf Ngar goes 6. Interesting. So Yusuf Ngar, obviously a Malton guy. Haya kind of takes.
So Yusuf Ngar goes to Haya. Yeah. So we have Yusuf Ngar going to Team Haya, which I thought they would take Adam Ahmed, and Adam Ahmed goes to Team Yaqeen. So Team Yaqeen doesn't pick a Malton guy.
Adam Ahmed is going to Yaqeen.
Yeah. He the last time he played was actually with Yaqeen. It was with me in the winter season, but this is a completely different Yaqeen team, newer jerseys, and newer GMs. That is, honestly probably the fastest 4 players we have right now with Muhammad Shabir.
I think Adam Ahmed also played with some of these guys at the
Yeah,
Pro
he
Area
did. He
tournament.
did play
Yeah,
with Team
he did
Malton,
that.
and
Yeah,
yeah. So I think with pick 8, I think it's almost guaranteed. Yes. Okay, I was gonna say Dawood
yeah,
Siddiqui.
there it is.
Yusuf is
Yeah,
gonna make sure he gets his brother on his team, and we're in a really good position, and
now my
maybe Zach Ali or who else? Maybe Rian Mohideen, someone that they know from like the Greenbirds uh, area,
I
and they
think
take Zach
guards that.
Ali.
Yeah, as expected.
So
Uh, my question now would be, when's that with the first goalie domino falling? Do teams panic here and try to pull that trigger on a
I
good
I
goalie,
think so.
or
I
do they
think
wait?
I think the next pick or the next goalie to be taken could be Musa Mandra. I know the Malton guys really want Musa Mandra. So yeah, okay. So Mohammed Ingar, he is a fast forward. He gets taken at pick number 10 in round 2 to Team Yakin. And so Team Yakin is already stacking up their forward lines. Um plus with Adam Ahmed on the defense, and it's Team Yakin is shaping up to be a really, really strong team. So Abdullah Qureshi, I know you don't know a lot of these names, but what are you but based off of a reaction, what do you think? What do you think of this first couple of rounds?
I mean, just based off of everything I've been hearing for the past, like, I don't know, since the playoffs started, of all the movies of the new GM trios, this is everything that's going on. This is completely out of what I think everyone expected.
For
I think
sure.
we expected Altaf to go Tako, and that not happening first pick, first round, it's I guess throws everything off a little bit. No,
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
So we have Rizwan Malik here, and he can't believe it himself. It's a big shot. And we have Maureen Barucha going to Haya again. So he's gonna play another season with Haya. He can keep the same jersey from last year, or from this summer. And he goes to play with Team Haya. We have Yusuf Ngar and Maureen Barucha. And yeah, that is
Yeah, I mean, Marine Brucha, he proved himself. He played fantastic,
yeah, he
in
played
the
he
summer.
played great. He was on my team this summer, and started the year really kind of on a roll. Got Player of the Week a couple of times, and was
I think,
almost our leading
like,
scorer. Him and Altaf.
yeah, looking by it, it looks like Haya's kind of rounding out that first line with us alongside Maz with these two picks. Obviously, it looks like Luke and Ake are looking to play that first pair D for them, and they've kind of just round out their top five now with Yusuf Ingar and Marine Brucha probably on the wings of Maz, while Maz is going to center that line.
Yeah, that is that's a good pick. So we have Team Subber here. So they have a goalie, and they have pick number 12. They have Abu Mandra, Asif Bika is still available, who was really, really solid in the summer. And they are gonna take Hassanji Patel. Okay, so this guy's out of ML or out of Scarborough. He plays a lot of SCBHL and other leagues, and apparently is a legend in the game. It's his first season. We're looking forward to kind of having him. And Iman takes Muaz Tadwala. So this guy was on Rida with Bully and Yahya, and so he played really good.
That's for sure a Hoosley pick.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Tucko was hoping to get their boys, but yeah, we have Ikhlas now, who I think might take a goalie, or they might take Abu Manja or Asaf Bika. So let's see. Okay,
Muzamandra.
they take Musa Mandra. So we have two goalies down in 2 rounds, which in the past couple of seasons hasn't really happened. So yeah, that's insane stat.
Now, does obviously the next pick from Iksan that I'm expecting is Rayan Mohideen, obviously Bilal's brother.
Or they might take the risk and let him. Okay, so Abdulaziz
Yeah.
spoke it into existence. We have Rian Mohideen at number 15. It's a really good player, honestly. Like, he's young, but he is so fast, and a really good player. Bilal's making sure that no one holds his brother hostage. So yeah, we have Team Taqwa now. It's Adam Hafaji, Bully, and Yahya. who took Huzi over their boy Altaf in
Yeah,
with the first pick, which I thought it would have been a 99% pick. Altaf,
yeah,
alhamdulillah, I'm not a betting man, so that's good. So yeah, with pick number 16, they have guys like Asif Bika available, which I think
Abu
they take
Mandra.
Abdul Rahim Mandra.
Well,
So
they have the snake, so they
they
can
have
get
pick
two
number 17 as well. So we have some good players from kind of that East End coming up. We have Irfan Ngar, Shazib Mughal, Asif Bika, that are all available. So, AQ, if you were here, would you take, you had Asif as your teammate. So you think Asif Bika at number 17 would be a good pick?
Oh, I'm taking him earlier. He can, he at least I don't have much experience, but playing with him, he knows how to run the lines. He knows how to run the forwards, and
Yeah,
he's
for
a
sure.
very, very, very skilled player. Also very fair in terms of making sure that um, everything, like all the lines are balanced, making sure that everything's running smoothly, and taking that pressure off of the rest of the GMs if they need to, if they're playing somewhere else or if they're already on, the floor. So I'm taking him a lot earlier, but again, who am I to say anything about this?
For sure. They take Irfan Ngar, which is their boy. Irfan was captain of that Palace team that ended up winning over the summer, and yeah, no surprise. But Austin Zaidi going to Ihsan, he can, maybe not keep the jersey because we did change the jersey up, but this is an insane core already. We have Altaf, Rian, and Austin Zaidi. So these guys are definitely doing their homework.
yeah. And just to a little bit about that Takwa double pick of 16, 17. Those are both players that played with them in on Rida in the winter season, right? Abu
Yeah,
played
yeah,
with them,
yeah.
drop out. Irfan Ingar was obviously there. So, you know, Mahida goes. There's another goalie gone.
So we have Josefa Mahida going at number 20. So three goalies in 3 rounds, which I think the dominoes are falling. And Team Iman with two really, really smart picks. They have two young forwards, that are insanely fast. Rayan and Muaz are both insanely fast. And they have, arguably the best goalie available now that Fahim and Musa are off the board. So, I'm really, really excited to kind of see how this Iman team lines up, especially with Huzli, not performing as well in the summer and in the winter. Let's see how his team does. In the fall. So we have Team Sabr. They have Fahim Dagmaster, Hassanji Patel at pick 21. Let's see who they pick. I think we still have Asif Bika on the board. So I think
Yeah.
any team that takes Asif Bika now, it's going to be arguably the steal of the draft because this is a guy that was rated in the top 10 and has been, the last, the Rocket Richard winner in the last couple of seasons. So Omar Sheikh goes at 21 to Sabr. So this is a guy that is from the East End, and clearly these guys have a connection and know him, to take him over, Asif Bika, who is still available.
And another goalie falls now.
Another goalie, Hamza Butt. So that's half the goalies that are
Yeah.
gone, and we aren't even into round 4 yet. So, yeah, we have Riaz Hussein here. Riaz Hussein saying Asif sliding like this is insane disrespect. Uh, I agree. Asif is coming off 2 straight chips, guys. By the way, if you want to win a championship, take Asif Bika. He's on 2 straight chips, and he's sliding down. He could be potentially in the 4th round, and he was arguably, thought to be in the 1st round. So yeah,
Then Qasim Mahmoud, obviously, I played with him on Ihsan in the winter season. Great pick,
yeah.
really talented player. And there goes Bika at
There
24.
he goes. Okay, Team Rida is probably laughing themselves because this is the steal. Like, guys, this is the steal of the draft, guys. I'm not even lying, bro. Like, everyone's gonna say stop glazing, but this is a thing. We have
Oh,
Muhammad Khalil here. GMs are a bunch of tools. Very, very strong words, but I don't want to diss any of my future GMs, so I won't say anything. But yeah, Riaz, who won in the winter season with Asif on his team, calling him goal scorer. So Yeah, we definitely have some active guys in the
I
chat.
think
So Bilal at number 25, no surprise here. I think every season he's played in Iceland, he plays with RC. So yeah, this is a really good pick. And we have Abid Bayat, who's going in round 4 as we projected to Team Yakin, another Malton guy. So they have basically everyone except Adam Ahmed here is from Malton. So there's going to be a really packed minivan coming to the hangar every Fridays. So
yeah,
we
I
have
think
Yusuf
we can see
Muhammad
a
here
trend.
that says, I'm not going to repeat this. And yeah,
We can definitely see a trend with Rida's team. We can see that Greenbird's, core kind of foundation forming there. Obviously, a lot of familiarity picks being happened across those first 4 picks for them. And with Bika obviously being that outlier, but again at 24, that's a steal. You can't really pass on him there, right? But I think it'll be interesting because now we also see Yakin kind of forming into that expected Molten familiarity of picks.
for sure. So we have one goalie. We have 2 goalies in the chat. One of them is in the draft. So Riaz Hussein is asking Yusuf Mohammed why he hasn't been picked yet, and he said his Islam stock dropped so hard. So, you know, we we have Riaz here saying that he's better than Mohamed Ozer Motala, who is also in this draft. So that's not very nice, Riaz. But he said, I think MBHL tanked your stock, pal. So we have some commentary in the comments. Guys, get active in the comments. Let's interact. There's a timeout taken right here from Team Haya. Let's just look at who we have on the board that, could potentially, go. We have Hamoudi, who we ranked in the top 15, who is, we're at 27 now. And yeah, he could go. We have Farouk Sani, Ismail Mandra, Ahmed Khalid. So definitely a lot of good guys that, Team Haya can pick with their pick. So they take their time out right now. And yeah, we have Rizwan Malik here giving Yusuf Muhammad some motivation. He says Yusuf has motivation. And yeah, so yeah.
I think obviously Haya's trying to figure out, who's their next pick of do they take a forward or a
It has
Demo?
to be a Malik. I think it has to be a Malik.
A Mullet. Oh wow.
Malik. Hussein, it is surprisingly with the 4th pick. This is their first Malik that they draft. So we have, Hussein Malik going to his uncle's, and he had a really good summer season. Let's see if he can perform in this fall. So
I think we're
yes,
obviously going to see a lot of Akib yelling at Hussein at the hangar.
yeah, definitely. We're gonna have a lot of timeouts being given, and a lot of family arguments. So let's see.
Family
We
dinners are
have
gonna be
Tucker
awkward.
now, and yeah, we have Hamza Gaya, who's not really worried about him not being selected yet. I haven't been selected yet. None of us on the honestly, if you're on the podcast right now, you're not getting selected for a while. You're not getting selected for a while. So yeah. So
I think now my question, obviously, to the chat and maybe whoever wants to chime in is with Taqwa, Ihsan, and Rida not picking up and Yakin not picking up goalies, right? Which team do you think will pull the trigger first on a goalie?
sorry, I didn't hear any of that. I was just here. Okay, so we have
That's
Iman
fine.
taking Ismail Mandra, who, if you guys are wondering, is not related to Huzaifa Mandra, as they just happen to have the same name. But yeah, that is a really good pick for Team Iman.
Adam Sheikh also a great pick at
Oh,
28.
Adam Sheikh, I didn't even see this. Okay, so Adam Sheikh goes to Team Suburb with pick 28. And now, whoever takes Hamoudi now is getting a steal because this guy can still perform. So I think maybe he'll go to Team Ihsan. I don't see the Taqwa guys picking him up because they have a lot of their boys to pick up. Maybe Malton will pick him up, but they take Doc. They take Salman Khalid.
Take block. Wow.
So this guy, he is not a Malton guy. And yeah, they have 2 picks here, Shazaib Mughal and Salman Khalid, who are not Malton guys that they've picked up. So
That's a
really big picks from there. We have Farouk Sani at 31 to Ihsan. So
back on
he
the
gets
8-year
locked.
contract.
He gets he gets locked into he gets locked into another contract. And uh yeah, we have Takwa here. So I think Takwa's pick coming up. They have Anzar Bayat, who was on AQ's team this summer. Really good kid, 16 years old only. Son of Ishaq Bayat, which I don't know if you guys believe it, but I didn't believe it when I first saw it because Ishaq does not look old enough to have a 16-year-old son. But yeah, they have a couple of Scarborough guys to take in this, with these two snake picks. So they take Ghulam Patel. So Ghulam Patel falls at 32. So which means Muhammad Hamoud, who we put in the top 15, is not going to be taken until round 5 or lower, which which is really insane for to think about.
I think like from what Takwa, the way that Takwa's drafting, I think they've kind of accepted since Fahim has gone off the board that they're okay with whatever goalies left, and I think they're drafting to obviously build a roster and just keep that goalie at that last pick.
Yeah,
That's what I'm getting at.
because their boy is Fahim Degmaster.
Yeah,
So now that he's off the board, there are a couple of people, there are a couple of goalies that we can see. The Khalid Mufti left, Yusuf Mohammed left, Arsal Batti, and Muhammad Uzair Motala. So yeah, it is going to be interesting to see which goalie they do end up picking, but I do see the point. I think they might just go with whichever goalie's left at the
yeah,
last pick, and kind of work on stacking up their offense in case they want to make a trade to Team Subber for their goalie who they picked in round 1. So
definitely possible. Yeah, I think. Oh, okay, so Takwa does take a timeout, and interesting.
so I
I
think
think
maybe Anzar Bayat here, or you know we
Naeem
have
Shah.
Naz
Yeah, there we
Patel.
go.
Okay, they take Naeem Shah. So Naeem Shah goes at pick 33. It's another Palace guy, actually. He was also on that Palace team, brother of Muhib. So they definitely have that connection.
Yeah, for sure. I think Aksan here will probably go for a familiarity pick. Um,
Maybe
Amar
save
Wasif.
okay, Amar Wasif. So I think this is a
That's a
Bilal
great
pick.
pick. That's a
This is a
solid pick.
Bilal pick. I think this is a
Yeah,
a Blackstones kind of pick, and so maybe Ikhlas will take a Malton guy. You know, yeah.
yeah. It's interesting that Takwa and Ihsan are playing the long game. They're letting Yakin Rida pull the trigger on a goalie. They're not too worried about it as it looks from the picks so far, the first 5, even though half of the goalie pool has fallen. I think Ikhlas obviously here is going to take. I mean, you still have the likes of Hamoudi, Arsul Shahabuddin, Ahmed Khalid, Ridwan Ali available, right? So it'll be interesting to see who they take because there is some familiarity for that team with these guys. Obviously, not a lot, but maybe there's
Yeah,
a better.
maybe. So here they take Abdullah K. Patel. So it's not me, guys. It's not me. There's a couple. There's another Abdullah Patel in this league. So he makes his return to Islam, and he gets to play with the other Malton guys this year. So yeah, we have Riyaz Hussein here saying his boy Muhammad Wazir Motala will go last. And then we have Hamza Gaya here saying that Arsal Batti, who is his boy, will go last as well. So nobody here rates their boys enough for them to get drafted a little earlier than last. So it would be funny to see both of them go before the end, and maybe Mufti or Yusuf Muhammad going down at that last
I
pick.
mean, at 36, we see Safedin Sheikh go. I think that's a Riaz pick.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick
Yeah, that's a
because
great pick.
Saif has been one of the more reliable centers in Islam. Like he wins
Sure.
a lot of faceoffs, and he's a really good defensive player. Like on the penalty kill, he will win you the ball, and he'll block a lot of shots. So this is a great pick from Huzli, which we're not seeing a usual Huzaifa Manja drafted team. We're not seeing like a Vasim Kagzi, which I don't know if he's even in the draft or not, but we're not seeing those kind of players go. So this is looking like a different Iman team.
Yeah, you can definitely see the input already from Michael and Riaz. I think obviously Saif and Riaz played together on the Aksan team in winter. So I think that's obviously like Riaz, vouching for him. So it's definitely a smart pick there.
Yeah. So
Mohamed
we have
Patel.
Mohammed Patel going to number 37. So this is, I think, definitely a Tarek pick. He's out of Malton, really reliable D man, scores a lot, and he has he does score sometimes, and he does have a good pass. So I think this is a Tarek pick definitely from Team Subber. Which if he went to Team Yakin, there would have been 3 Mohammed Patels on that team alone. So clearly one indicator is that they're from Malton if there's a bunch of a bunch of repeating names. So we have King who's back in the podcast chat. He's been missing for a while. You have Gaya getting disrespected. Should have been first overall. So this is gonna be a fun a fun season. And we have Muhammad Khalir wishing well for his boy Safety Sheikh, who has gone to Team Iman.
I think Hamoudi finally goes to Haya, a very familiar pick for Luke and Akib. I think taking him at 38, that's a steal in my opinion. I mean, that's at 38, that's a really
that's
good
an insane pick.
Yeah.
So we have Arsel Bhatti. Arsel goes at number 39. So Hamza guy is eating his words right now. He said Arsel will go last. We have Yakin, who has one of the fastest teams so far, taking Arsel Bhatti, who is the reigning summer MVP. So that is a great pick from Team Yakin. And Hamza Gaya is wrong here, but it means that Riaz Hussein is one step closer. Now that there's another goalie gone, he's one step closer to get to being right. So yeah, we have Team Rida at Team 40. I think maybe they'll go for defenseman, maybe Mohammed Ghazi or Asim Sheikh.
Arshil Shahabuddin.
Ahmed Khalid. Okay, so they take Arsel. So the Ahmed Khalid is still available.
But Rida does have a back-to-back snake, right?
So, yeah, they do.
It'll be interesting. Maybe they go for a goalie here now. Now that Arsenal's
I think maybe Yusuf Mohammed or but these guys might also take Muhammad Uzair Motala because they know him. So they take Khalil Rahman. Khalil Rahman hasn't played in a couple of years, and he's a D man. So we definitely are seeing that Greenbird collection with the additions of Asif Bika and Arsel Shahabuddin. So yeah, this is looking like a great pick. And being Rida, getting the last pick in the first draft, but then having the first pick in the next draft, it is kind of bittersweet for them. But they've been having some good luck recently with the amount of players that are dropping.
I think now that Yakin has their goalie, do they start building out that decor? Because right now they realistically only have 2 of Adam Ahmed and Abid Bayat. Right? Everyone else on that team is a forward. So it'll be interesting to see who they take next year. Anish Kara.
So Anish Kara goes to Team Yakin, another Malton guy. So no surprise there. Team 42. So we have some notable guys on the board: Fahad Panchbaya, Sadat Malik, which I think is gonna go here at number 43. Because what is a Haya team without a bunch of Maliks on it? If he doesn't go here, maybe Ahmed Khalid, maybe Anzar Bayat.
Maybe even Coco.
Maybe Coco, but I think they do have the oldest GM trio, but arguably no, actually Iman has the oldest GM trio, but one of the older ones. Maybe they go for someone really fast. Maybe they go for an Anzar Bayat or an Asim Sheikh here. So
yeah, for sure, it'll be interesting. I think obviously they're gonna go for maybe I'm gonna say Anzar here. Just because of his
Ridwan Ali. The guy from Dynamo, who he has been playing a while. He played on Subber when they won in winter season. He's a great defenseman. So it's a very defensive team. We have Luke Akib on the back end. and then Hamoudi, who's a defensive forward, and now Ridwan Ali, who is a good defenseman for Team Haya. So definitely a calculated pick here, skipping over their relative Sadat Malik. So team
Maybe they think they can get him in later rounds, I guess. Let's see who
one
the.
second.
Yeah. Interesting to see who Subber takes now. Obviously, I think Hamza Patel, Usman Bula might go with East End guy here. Just looking at who's available, you have the likes of Anzur Bayat or Coco. I think you go for one of them here.
My bad, guys. Sorry, there was just a question from the other Zoom call. So I think right here the right pick is for Subber is a defenseman, because we have Adam Sheikh, who's a defenseman, and Mohammed Patel, who's a defenseman. They don't have any other defensemen. They have a bunch of forwards. So I think maybe getting a defenseman, and yeah, let's see who they take. Ahmed Khalid at 44.
Forward.
So we had him going in round 3. He's going to round 6, which a great
I
pick.
think I agree. I agree with King on that comment. That
Yeah, they were thinking a bit. I think okay, Unzer Bayat is still available. They take Asim Sheikh. So Asim played in summer with Huzli. This is a pretty a good pick at number 45, definitely for Team Iman.
this Iman team is rounding out to be a very quick team with Rayan Kawaja, Moaz Tadwala, Saif Deen, Asim. Um, this is going to be a fast team.
Ikhlas takes Shahid Voda. So Shahid Voda goes at pick 46. He's a younger player out of Malton, only 17 years old. Played on the Phantoms in Salam Cup and recently in a couple other tournaments. So, definitely a good pick for Ikhlas here. Who know this guy out of Malton and, have taken him at round 6.
Yeah, for sure. I think obviously a great pickup too. I've seen him play a few times. He has the hands and he has the speed. Definitely complements that team of Ikhlas. It'll be interesting to see now who Hassan takes. You still have a bit of familiarity on that board for them. Um, you have the likes of Fahad Panchpaya and Omar Mahmoud and Kazi. So
Yeah. So we have Adam
Fahad.
here saying Khalil Rahman is the steal of the draft. So definitely someone that knows him, and getting him at pick 41 is great, I'm guessing. And we have people here, King saying that people are sleeping on Anzur Bayat. So Anzur Bayat still on the board. It's now pick 48 for Team Taqwa. And Fahad Panchbaya goes to Ihsan. So this is another guy that Dawood knows, as well as Bilal knows, played Blackstones, I think, in Salam Cup. So, definitely a good pick at 47. He's a two-way forward. Can give you that scoring, but also that defensive stability as well. So,
I think obviously, yeah, that's a very familiar pick. Bilal has played with him on multiple seasons. Dawood obviously, no surprise, right? Saad Limbala, okay, interesting.
So Saad Lambada played on Rida with Bully and Yahya. He's another guy out of Palace, pretty young kid, but still pretty good, and had some impressive stats in his first season in Islam. So
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who Takwa takes on the back-to-back here.
Yeah, I don't think they take a goalie because they probably don't know as many goalies in the draft, the remaining 3. But, I think this could be an Anzur Bayat here because, he's a pretty fast defenseman out of Donlands. Or maybe a Mohammed Ghazi, another, pairing with Abu Mandra, who, they used to GM a couple of years ago. So definitely, a good pick here. Or they'll maybe pick someone from the East End that we don't know. Maybe later on.
Yeah, for sure. I think obviously there's still a lot of talent left on the board. So interesting to see that they're taking their time with this pick. Mohamed Dukarat.
Yeah. So I don't know this guy. So I'm thinking maybe it's an East End guy that these guys definitely know.
Welcome to the league, brother. Sign here. I think a sign here will probably take the likes of. Oh wow, that's an
Okay, so
early.
Zahid Punch, but not a street. This is another Dawood 7-year contract. So
That's a great pick, though. He's a very solid, center or winger, either way on the offense. He hustles, he plays great, and good pickup, obviously. And then Ismail Malik kind of falls on that next round. Obviously, I think you guys played together at the recent Culsa Cup,
yeah,
so
yeah,
obviously a
yeah,
little bit of familiarity there, and looks like a good pick for them, obviously.
definitely. So yeah, we have King here saying the lower round is what makes or break teams. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. King, obviously, there's the now those depth picks really come out to see who can round out those cores. Um, so it'll be interesting how these teams kind of play with what's left on the board. Hassan Muhammad,
Okay, so Hassan
interesting.
Muhammad, pick 52. This is brother of Yusuf Muhammad. So this means that the brothers are split up because they already have drafted Huzaifa Mahida. So
Maybe
he's
there's
gonna
a
pick
trade.
52. Yeah, maybe a trade. I'm thinking, when there's a team, when there's a Huzli team, there's gonna be at least one trade involved. So uh yeah, let's see what's happening. So yeah, we have Riaz Hussein asking to join the podcast. Let's see if he'll accept the invite.
He wants to join it, or are we asking him
Yeah,
to join it?
he's in the chat. He wants to join it. So let's
Oh,
see if he
interesting.
joins and gives his insight on what we have unfolding here. We have Rehan Kazi going to
Rehan.
Team Subber at pick 53. So this is a good pick from Team Subber, and yeah, we have Mr. Salam, Mr. Riaz Hussein. Welcome to the podcast. You're driving right now. I didn't think.
What's happening, man? What's happening? No, I'm just driving. Yeah, I'm just driving right now. But I want to
What are
hop
your
on
so,
and,
what are
see
your
what's going
thoughts
on.
so far on this draft?
Oh, man, I don't know. I see some good names dropping, man. Vika shouldn't have dropped that far. I don't know. Maybe I don't know something about him. Maybe something's changed in the last 3 months that I played with him. But
Maybe
I know
he's
the
missing
guy's good.
games or something. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know, man. I like playing with him. He was like a second GM for me, right? Like I had Zaid, who was just
Yeah.
there. So, and
Oh, so he was basically your first GM.
Yeah, man. Asif and Huzzy, man. I'm not surprised Huzzy went first. I'm surprised those guys took him, but Huzzy's good, man. Asif's good. I'm surprised Asif went late, though.
Yeah, for sure. And we have Tahir Maroof going at pick 55
Well, I played
to
with
Team
him before.
Yaqeen. So that's a really good pickup for them. He was ranked number 29 in the draft. So
Yeah, and so
clearly,
that obviously now
yeah,
goes to Haya Hustle.
yeah, for sure.
I've won with Tahir before. We played the T Park team when I was a player. I won with him. He's another good player, man. Another good center. He can play defense.
Yeah.
Too, yeah.
So, Riaz, what are your thoughts on Khalil Rahman, who Adam Ahmed is saying is the steal of the draft?
Oh, I know Khalil, man. He's another defenseman, man. He's solid. He plays hard. That's it. He has a long stick. He plays hard, and yeah, I haven't seen him play in a while though. I don't think he's played in a while, but
Yeah.
if he's still the same person, he's good.
Okay, so we have your brother Zahid Hussein going to Team Rida at pick 57. So, you were on the podcast for a live reaction. So, what is your reaction to your brother going at pick 57?
Now, I'm surprised he's playing. I didn't know he was playing. I just found that out 5 minutes ago that he was playing. But
Bro, you should talk to your brother, man.
he didn't tell. He doesn't tell me things, man. I mean, I see him from time to time. He doesn't tell me stuff though. But he's good, man. I think he needs to, be more patient with the ball. I think Hamza and RC are gonna get frustrated when they see him just toss the ball around. But he's good, man. He's a solid defenseman. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And we have Mohamed Kazi going at 58 to Team Yaqeen. So Team Yaqeen is looking, they're looking really good right now. And
The veteran Mohamed Kazi? No,
number 58, round 9 or round 8. So this guy was GM literally 2 years ago. So, this is a huge falling. We have Hamza Abdullah here. Salam, Hamza. welcome to the podcast. He's saying Khalil is super solid and that he played on his brotherhood team and
Yeah.
that he played a couple of seasons. If he gets back into form, he'll be a steal. And we have a question from the chat for Riaz from Adam Ahmed. He's asking MBHL or Islam. So
Iceland.
okay. So Riaz says the right
It's
answer.
better run. It's better run. That's all. It's better run.
He says the right answer. Okay. So Jazakallah for your
Oh, come on.
Jazakallah
That's
for
not even a
choosing up.
competition, man. You got the East End guys. You bring them all together to one, it's good. NBHL doesn't have that yet. No disrespect.
Yeah.
I guess Coco goes now.
Okay, so Vasim
Oh.
Kagzi goes
Vasim
to Team Haya. So Team Haya, it's a mix.
God, man.
They have the older GMs, but then they have Maz, they have Yusuf, they have Muin and Hussein Malik and Ridwan Ali, and then also now Sadat Malik and Vasim Kagzi. So definitely two guys from your winter team that won, Ridwan and Vasim, that are going to Team Haya right now.
Oh, Ridwan. Ridwan is one of the better young guys I've seen play recently. He's good, man. If it's the Dynamo kid you're talking about, he's good.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? He's good.
So we have Team Subber at pick 60 right now. There's a lot of guys from the East End available. They take Anzur Bayat. So this is a
There we
big pick for them.
Yeah, great guy. He obviously joined midway on waivers in the summer season and won that chip with them. And then we see Hashim Chaudhry go to Riaz's team. Obviously, another brother that played with Riaz in the winter season, and he GM Takwa this past summer season. That goes to that already pretty speedy team on you. Right? So Maz and
Yeah. So we have Maz Panchpaya going to Team Ikhlas. So this is the brother of Huzaifa Panchpaya. So he doesn't get to reunite with Huzi. But his other brother, Abdullah Panchpaya, is also in the draft. So maybe that's Ikhlas's number 67 or 78 pick. So we have Muhammad Khalil here saying Islam needs Bucks back. I agree. Wherever Bucks is, if you guys know where his whereabouts are.
Ignore that guy. Ignore Muhammad.
Ignore that guy?
Ignore
Okay.
Him. He talks so much. He's played like 8 seasons.
Okay.
He hasn't
Yeah,
won.
you know what?
I mean, come on, man.
He was supposed to be GMing this year, and then he flopped last minute. So
He flopped on me at the last second, man. I was down. He flopped on me at the last second. He goes to Waterloo, though, so I understand. He's a little forest, so it's all good.
Oh wow. So
Yeah, I was
we had
ready.
Bilal
Know
Alki
that.
here saying that Rida is looking scary. So I agree. Rida does look pretty good. They look like a fast team and a pass team. So we have Team Ehsan up here. They have Daha Azhar available, Kizar Ahmed available, and I'm still available. If anyone wants to draft me, I'm
Come
totally
on,
good.
guys. Come on now.
So,
That's disrespectful, man.
I'll just say this: the last 2 fall seasons I've played, I've won. So if you want to win, I would pick me here. Maybe at 63, maybe at 64. Maybe at 6'7". I don't know. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's crazy.
No one here doesn't understand that. I barely understand that reference.
No way. Okay, so
Yeah,
we have
I
Muhammad
barely
Uzair
understand.
Motala here saying that Reed
Where'd he
needs
go?
to mute his mic.
Did he get picked yet or no?
not yet.
Not yet.
One thing. Let me say one thing about that guy. Right now,
Okay.
he's a little polarizing to some people, but he's a great kid and he tries his best. All right, I'll tell you that much. And he's a winner. He's won. So not a lot of guys have. So
For sure.
That's all I'll say.
Salam Cup champion this year.
Yeah,
And he played great. He played great against us. He played great in the finals. So
You saw it, man. You could have used him as your goalie, man. I don't know, but I mean, this is what it is.
I need him. I need a team first. I need a team first before I can use him as my goalie. I'm still a free agent right now, Oh, for Salam Cup?
Looks like-
you never know. We'll talk behind the scenes.
Hey, come on now.
So we have Muhammad
he's a
Khalil
good
here
kid
saying that
though,
you're
man.
lying. He's saying that you dropped.
Oh, whatever.
Max said that Riaz is lying and that he dropped. And then we have Yusuf Muhammad here saying that whoever Foster wins the season. So there's pretty big claims. And Yusuf Muhammad, maybe he wants to get drafted on the same team as Foster. So, we're still waiting for the last 3 goalies. So Khalid Mufti, Yusuf Muhammad, and Muhammad Uzair Motala to get drafted. Rida still without a goalie. We have who do we have?
Ersan.
Ihsan without a goalie and Takwa without a goalie. So
Yeah, Ersan takes
definitely
Mispa Siddiqui. Another familiarity pick there, right there.
Can I ask you guys something?
definitely.
Who do you think
So
the goalies are going to
yeah,
go the next three in order?
I think Ihsan will take Yusuf Mohammed. I think Dawood knows him. They won summer 2022 together, and Dakwa I think will take the last goalie because Dakwa doesn't really know the other two goalies. So I think Rida will take Motaka. I think, and it'll either be Khalid Mufti or Motaka as the last goalie in the draft, which I think are pretty good. Those are pretty two last goalies in the draft.
There might be some insider information that the blue team is taking that Mataka kid. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't heard anything, but goalies matter, man. You need a good goalie. I think if you don't have a good goalie or your goalie doesn't perform the way you want him to perform, you're in trouble. And I know that firsthand because I was a GM and a goalie. So if I didn't perform, that's a double whammy. Now, if your goalie doesn't perform, it's hard to win. It's harder to win. You got to score more goals, right? And goals aren't easy to come by. So they don't just grow on trees,
Oh, I guess I'm donning the red jersey again.
Okay, so Abdulaziz, let's go. First guy on the podcast drafted. He goes to Dawood's team, pick 66. And then pick 6-7 is Ois Mullah. So the Malton teams here drafts him again. He scored the game-winning goal in the finals of last fall. So definitely another guy that's not unfamiliar with the Malton trio. And Kizzer Ahmed going at pick 68. So he's playing player this season. He's not a goalie this season. And, definitely a good pickup for Team Iman. So we have Team Sabr here. We have pick 69. Let's see who they pick. We have Omar Mahmoud available, who's a reliable winger. We have Taha Azhar, and we have.
Come on now.
And at pick 69, they take me. Okay.
69?
So
No way, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yo, that's nuts, eh? 1869,
Yeah.
man.
So that's crazy. That's Zaid's number. So
Okay,
yeah,
whatever.
crazy. So yeah,
Come on.
this is gonna be my first time. This is gonna be my first time playing for Sabr. This is my first time
Hey,
playing
man.
for Sabr. I played for every team
might win,
in the
though.
league except Sabr. So yeah.
I win now.
Taha Azhar goes to Haya. That's a good pick at 70. I mean, I thought he would go earlier, maybe a DC pick, honestly. But I think Maz has some familiarity playing, and I think obviously Luke and Akib have seen him play too. So interesting, very interesting. Abdullah Pajbaya at 71. Interesting. Let's see who Rida kind of rounds out that core with for the
I
next
think
pick.
they take Ahsan Wasif or Rizwan Malik, or maybe someone that they know, that's ranked a little lower. Maybe Amir Hanif. So I think
that's a good bet.
yeah, we have Omar Mahmoud still available. So but yeah, Omar Mahmoud, Amir Hanif, Arif, Riz Malik, a lot of guys are still available. Maybe even Maz Mullah.
Maz Mullah. Oh, come on now.
They take Rizwan Malik. So Rizwan Malik goes at number 72 to Team Rida.
I think they gotta take a goalie here, man. Like,
if you were playing goalie and you were in their shoes, who do you take right here? Out of the three goalies, just call it Mohammed or yeah.
Mohammed Hussein Mutala. Oh man, that's a tough one, man. Put him on the spot here, but again, I have to go with the kid, man. I have to go with the kid. You gotta, sometimes youth is the way to go only because in the hangar it gets hot. You cramp.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
You're low-key on the call with them, bro, because they literally just took Muhammad Uzair Motala
Listen, man.
And yeah, we have
Alright.
Muhammad Wazir Motala. So the two last goalies left are Khalid Mufti and Yusuf Muhammad. And yeah, we have a question here, or we have a comment here. Arsal Bhatti saying Gaya dropping this low is criminal. He should be pick 104. So, which
Eh,
that's the last pick of the draft. So we have Arsal saying
pushing
Gaya
it.
should be last. We have this guy named Next saying Gaya is going last, and
Is
King
undrafted possible?
King is saying Gaya keeps ascending to new lows. So we have a Hamza Gaya hate club here,
No.
and
It's all love, man.
yeah, it's all love, guys. Come on
It's
now.
all love. But if he could go undrafted, then he could sign wherever he wanted. I mean, come on. But who would want him? That's the question.
Yeah,
I love the guy, though. I love the guy.
we have Rehan Ghazi here saying that the steal of the draft is Muhammad Azir Motala at 73.
Listen,
And yeah, we have a question here. Any vacations booked this season, Abdullah? No vacations, guys. Don't worry, I'm not missing
and
any games. So yeah, no vacations. So yeah, no worries. Don't my team supper doesn't have to worry.
I think honestly, just looking at the remaining players, there's still a lot of like veterans on the board, that can really complement these teams. You have guys like Naeem Malik still available. You have
Naeem Malik. That guy plays hard, man. Naeem Malik.
you still have Amir Hanif, Naeem Malik. You know,
Yeah. So we have Muhammad Khalil here is breaking news, who's saying
Who's
Motaka
talking?
actually got let go from the Stones. Is this true, Riaz? Can you confirm?
I'm not gonna say anything, but however, yes, it's true. But he's a great kid. He'll try his hardest, and I think now I'm gonna put a bold prediction out. I'm gonna leave in about 5 minutes, but a bold prediction. I think he leads that team to the finals. He won't have a Vesna year, I don't think, but I think he'll lead them to the finals. You can write that down, whatever. I think he will, but we'll see. I couldn't do that. I played with Hamza RC. I couldn't do that. I played with him as a goalie, and I didn't take him to the finals. I don't even think we made the playoffs, but I think he can backstop them to the finals. But let's see.
Salim Malik. That's a
Salim
high
Malik.
pick.
So another Malik goes to Team Haya, and it's Team Sabr now, which is my team. So if I was here, I would take there are a lot of veterans that are still here. But I think I would take maybe a runner. So maybe Ahsan Wasif. But yeah, I mean, I would say maybe Umar Mahmoud or Ahsan Wasif, Omar Khan.
Omar Khan's good, man. He's a champ.
Yeah,
Two-time
he's a
champ.
champ, Anas
Two
Mansouri.
times. He has a shot. Yeah, man. These last few rounds are where you get, a guy who will score a goal for you late in the playoffs, right? And that's what you need.
Yeah.
You don't need guys who are, gonna complain about, where they play. I drafted guys late. I didn't hear one complain about, I didn't play this, I didn't play that. That's how you win a championship, is when everyone says, okay, I play a PK role, I play, a limited role, but in that limited role, I don't get scored on, and maybe I contribute a couple goals, right? And that's how you win. You don't win by your best player scoring like 6 goals a game. That's never gonna happen. So.
For sure. Yeah, well said.
So-
it'll be interesting. Who do you think your team's taking here, Abdullah?
Umar Mahmoud. Okay,
Omar
they take Omar Khan. So Omar Khan, this is my another time playing with this guy. Last fall I played and we won. This summer we lost in the finals. So yeah, he wears Sabr again, and let's see if we can get the job done.
Yeah, definitely. I think Iman has a big pick here, obviously. Do they take Gaia, maybe? Or is
No,
it too high?
I think they take Omar Mahmoud. Omar Mahmoud is a really good player, and the fact that we're at pick 77 and he's still on the board is a big pick.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's coming off of a few seasons off, and he had a knee.
Oh yeah, that's true. He was injured a bit. So let's see who Hamza Gaya goes at number 77.
Hell no.
So all these guys are wrong. All these guys are wrong here. And yeah, Arsel here is saying, Habibi, can we open a pool D at Islam for Gaya? Which is so mean.
What's up?
So Yeah. Let's
He's
see.
downtown. He got work.
Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening here. We have Ikhlas at pick 78. So I think they go for a Malton guy. I would say maybe they go for Mazmullah here. I say maybe Mazmullah or there's still Sufyan Sheikh. There's you know, there's a lot of guys available. I think maybe Omar Mahmoud too, because they do have that connection.
Yeah, for sure. I think class is obviously, I think, yeah, class is taking a bit of time. They're obviously thinking over. They took a timeout here.
Okay, so they
It'll
take a
be
timeout
interesting.
right now.
Yeah, I think they're just debating because now, obviously, now we're in that later part of the draft with 4 picks left. There's still a lot of, you could say, like, definitely there's those picks that, they can get, at least veteran wise. You have like Amr Hanif, Naeem, Arif Khan,
Mhm.
right? So it'll be interesting to see who they take. Um, but let's see.
So let's see who they end up picking. We have Sufyan Sheikh. Sufyan Sheikh going, here.
White tape.
Another Malton guy.
You just get it's in
So
or something.
definitely, a good pick for them because there's only 4 picks left. They want to round out their team. Sufyan plays D. He can also play center as well. He was on my team when we won in 2023. So good teammate. Yeah, definitely. A good pick. At 78 for team. So Dawood is up. Team 79. Pick 79. So I
It'll be
think this is
interesting.
Omar Mahmoud or maybe an Anas Mansouri, someone that he knows. So it's Omar Mahmoud. This could be the steal of draft, guys. He was ranked at number 43, and he's getting at 79. So Ihsan is getting a really good player at 79.
Yeah, for sure. I think at 80, obviously,
So
obviously,
next in the chat is saying Riaz getting ready for his night shift. Riaz, can you confirm?
Night shift, nah, man. I'm playing gym hockey right now.
Okay, good luck.
Yeah, man.
And we
But
have
I will say one thing. Can I say one thing before I leave?
yeah,
Good luck to everyone. It's tough to the GMs. It's tough to GM, man. It's not easy.
yes for
And
sure.
man, just good luck to all the goalies, man. I know I'm team goalie. Even if the goalie's not good, I'm team goalie, man. It's tough to play. So
Yeah, for
best of
sure.
luck to the goalie. All right, boys.
So speaking of
care.
goalies, Yusuf Mohammed goes to Taqwa, and so that means Khalid Mufti is the last goalie in the draft.
yeah.
So that is a steal
Honestly,
for Ihsan. That is a steal for
yeah.
Ihsan. And yeah, that is a really good pick for Taqwa and a really good pick for Ihsan. So yeah, I don't think Ihsan is worried at all getting Mufti at 103.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of thought Ihsan would take Yusuf Muhammad if he was available on that snake, but obviously they
Mhm.
don't. And they take Naeem Malik, obviously a very familiar pick for them.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see now with who Dawi will take with this last pick in the next round. But now that all the goalies have fallen and the teams are kind of rounding themselves out, is there any? Oh, Saleh Awesome goes to the class.
Yeah, so Saleh is coming off of a knee injury. He tore his ACL and was out of hockey for a year and a half. So they pick him at 83. I think is a good pick. With these picks, you want to pick guys that are good teammates as well as kind of know their role on the team. And so Saleh is a great teammate. One of my closest friends. So that's a good pick for Ikhlas at pick 83. And yeah, I would have told my guys to take him at 85. So definitely a good pick for Team Ikhlas.
Yeah, you still have the likes of like Amir Hanif on the board, Arif Khan. Um, you know, there's now. I mean, it gets interesting of who you'll take. Obviously, some teams are now looking for those hidden gems with the remaining players that are on the board. So each team is kind of taking their time now. SN Wasif goes now. Very
Okay, so Austin Wasif to my team at 85. I think that's a great pick. Yo, he's actually a runner. He's really underrated and definitely a good teammate. So yeah, good pick from my GMs, us and Wasif. And yeah, we
Chris
have
Still.
Team
Maybe you want
Haya
to talk.
taking the rookie. So Chris is he's coming to the league, and yeah, Team Haya scoops him up. So I think this is a Hussein Malik pick because this is the Hussein I think takes his pick because Hussein it plays for Phantoms, Chris plays for Phantoms. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a Hussein pick. Yakin taking Maz Mullah at 87. So this is a great pick. Maz is on the Blackstones currently playing in their team tier 4 season, and yeah, he's looking good out there. So definitely a good pick at 87 for Team Yakin. So Abdullah Karishi, you're the last guy on this podcast that's not drafted. You haven't spoken in a while. Let's hear. How do you kind of what are you seeing throughout this draft, and where do you want to end up?
Where do I want to end up? I don't know, man. Whoever wants me. I'm still, guys. I'm still here. Technically, I do have a chip under my name. That's more than some of the people on this panel. Uh, I might not have had a big impact, but hey, man, I'm still there's something there. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's again just from the beginning, it's completely different to what I think a lot of us were expecting. So at this point, I mean, the goalies went earlier than I thought they would, except for the second half, the
Yeah,
last two goalies, and of course, Khalid Mufti, justice for my fellow Faroukian. Um, but yeah, it's looking very. Uh, I'm gonna be honest. I don't see one team that's like insanely, overpowered from what I can tell at least.
yeah, for sure. So we have a comment here. Mazmala going crazy in tier 4, just from Rehan Kazi. So definitely a good sign for Yakin. And Hamza Abdullahi here saying if any GM see this pick me up through the waivers midseason when I recover from my injury. So yeah, if you guys are seeing this, pick up Hamza Abdullahi through the season if someone drops out. So we have number 89, Ahmed Mobeen, and number 88, Zuhair Fancy. So two OC members going to Team Rida. So definitely Team Rida is looking to maybe get the third, maybe get Habibis left, maybe get Foster at 97 and complete the hat trick of OC members. But yeah, who do you guys think goes at 9? Because at this point, there's a lot of guys that you're picking guys. Maybe there's guys that they know, maybe there's guys that they just looking to play with. Let's see who they pick.
Yeah, I think obviously I'm expecting like Maz Mullah obviously going. I think it's gonna be another multi. Oh, Imran Shah goes to Yakin. Back
Imran
with
Shah to
Arsenal.
Yakin. So he returns to Yakin. Imran Shah, who I believe won with Yakin, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.
So
Yeah.
yeah, he's looking to get chip number 2, and yeah, I would say okay. So Arif Khan returns to Haya. He can also keep his jersey from last year. And same with Sadat. Okay, so everyone just we're saving the environment. We're reusing jerseys, guys. But yeah, at pick 91, you can't go wrong. Arif is a great teammate. I had the pleasure of playing with him in the summer, and unfortunately, we didn't get the job done. But yeah,
Yeah.
he's a great teammate. So with the second last pick for Team Subber, let's see who goes off the board. Anas Mansouri. So Anas is a good teammate. He's been playing. I think this is his 3rd or 4th year. And yeah, a good pick from Team Subber. Honestly, he can run. He's really underrated. Honestly, he can run. He's had a couple of goals this last season. So yeah, a good pick for Team Subber.
Yeah, interesting to see now with like Ikhlas, like these last few picks. Faisal Mahmoud donning the Ikhlas jersey again, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh, I guess now Faisal at 94.
Okay,
Good
so
pickup.
Foster was 94. So Ikhlas takes him, and yeah, that's a good pick, man. That's a good pick. He's him and his wooden stick. He can get the job done. So yeah.
Omer Qureshi. If I'm correct, this is the brother that wears the purple gloves.
Purple gloves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Omar Qureshi. And yeah, with that, that is the last pick for Team Ihsan because they get Mufti at the second last pick, which arguably could be the steal of the draft.
Yeah, definitely some very interesting picks. A lot of D on that Ihsan team with like you have Hassan Zaidi, Misbah, myself, Omer, Naeem, Omer Qureshi. So it'll be interesting to see how Ihsan obviously runs that, how DC, Bilal, and Hamza will run it. But definitely the first team to complete now with Khalid Mufti being the last person to go to that
Yeah.
team. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't see like one like just looking at the rosters now that we have them pretty much complete. I actually don't see one that stands out as like a clear consensus stack team that has a lot of hidden picks, right? Um, a lot of these teams they look solid. Can't really take away any of them. Um, is there any that you guys have in mind that you think are looking better?
I think honestly, like Team Haya does look good. Like they have a lot of older guys, but they have Hussein Malik who literally wins every face-off. They have Muin Barucha who went off in the summer. Yusuf Ngar who has always been one of the better players in our Islam draft.
Yeah.
And Hamoudi at 38. They got Ridwan Ali, Sadat Malik, and yeah, Arif. It's a good team. But Yakin, like Hamza Abdullahi here is saying Yakin is stacked. So I'll take his word for it. Yakin does look really good with their with their picks. Really, really smart picks from the Molten Trio.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, looking at that team, obviously at 74, getting Safwan, who had a really good summer season, and then the likes of like Tahir Mahrouf and Kazi a bit earlier, although older guys, but still very talented, players, right? So they're definitely shaping out to be a solid team. It'll be interesting to see Moinuddin Sheikh going at 96.
So Moinadine is like Bully's friend from like high school, I think, or like from a long time. So that makes sense. He was also on our team during the last summer as well as in the fall. And yeah, we have Suhail Samrodia going to Team Rida. So the first pick of the last round. And where's his brother? Where's Safwan is on Yakin. Okay, so he's not with his brother. But this definitely would have been Yakin's 98 pick. So we do have a lot of guys still on the board. Faraz Alvi making his return to Islam, Habibi, Imran Lukinpal, Umar Malik. We have Mr. AQ, and we have Razid Samji. So who's a friend of Habibi's. So let's see who Yakin takes to round up their team.
Who want me, guys? Who want me?
Like obviously, Yakin should take AQ now. Obviously, want to chip with Arsal Bhatti. A lot of knowledge there, between them.
We go back, man. We go back.
Yeah, that's true. Not denying it. I think obviously, to me, it looks like they're taking the full minute to get this pick in, but it'll be interesting. I want to know if Haya here. Do you guys think Haya will round it out with another Malik being Umar?
Yeah,
Malik?
there's Umar Malik, so I think Haya takes Umar Malik.
Yeah, unless if obviously Yakin takes him, but maybe not.
Yakin has an opportunity to do something kind of funny. I can't lie.
Okay, so
Yakin, break up the family.
Yakin is taking a while. Let's see who they take. There's only like 5 players they can choose from, so I'm not sure what's taking it that long. But let's see who Yakin picks. Yakin takes Imran Lukinpal. So that leaves Umar Malik still on the board. Haya can take a Malik here and round up their team. Or they could take, maybe Abdullah Qureshi. Maybe they take a chance on the new kid. Or, Faraz Alvi, who's another good player. And, yeah.
Yeah, I think Haya will take Umar Malik here. I think it's just obviously a Malik pick. I think Umar himself has wanted to play with, a lot of his family before, even over the summer. He did want to play for that Haya team. So I think it definitely makes. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so we have Omar Malik rounding out, and we have my team, Team Sabr. If I'm my team, I'm seeing Ahmed Ibrahim still available. I'm seeing Faraz Alvi, Razit Samji, and Abdullah Qureshi. I would pick my boy AQ, you know. Uh,
It has nothing.
yeah, nothing is the fact. Nothing is the fact. So
Nothing to do with the fact that we've known each other for a very long
yeah,
time.
I would take Abdullah Qureshi here. I pick 100. You know, he isn't the last in the draft, but he isn't the first in the draft. So let's see what Team Subber does here.
Oh
Abdullah
wow,
Gray.
Okay. So I
we
think
got Abdullah squared.
these guys are watching the podcast. So you're welcome. You're welcome, Tarek. And yeah, let's
Steal.
see.
Steal at 100.
Yeah, we have Faraz Alvi going to Team Iman. And there's two picks left. It's Habibi and Razid Samji, who Razid is Habibi's friend. So it's the two friends that are the
Yeah.
last two picks.
One of these teams is getting locker room 8. I think it'll be a class. Yeah, there we go. And obviously, Resident Samji, last but not least, rounding out at pick 104. Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, overall, looking at these teams, obviously, on paper, I think I kind of have to, you know, I think all the teams look pretty balanced. There isn't one that's like super stacked. Obviously, some like Rida obviously has like Khalil and Arsul Shahabuddin in that later rounds, and Iman themselves look like a team that's very quick on their feet with Rayan, Muaz, Asim, Saif, Kizzer, Gaya, right? And then you also have the likes of Ikhlas playing. They have a very well-rounded team, you could say, with Doc, Shazib, Ayaz, etc. So it'll be interesting to see who kind of comes out, you know, comes out
Yeah,
on
for
top.
sure. So yeah, guys, that rounds up the draft. Jazakallah for tuning in and watching the fall draft. Every team honestly looks really good. We're gonna have a podcast next week, and
But games are this Friday, not next Friday.
yeah, games are this Friday. But I think we'll have an episode next week.
Yeah, for sure. Do we have the schedule, or is that still in the works?
Let's see. Okay. Let's everyone, give us your pick right now for who's gonna win it all, and don't say your own team. Don't say your own team. So I'll let Abdullah Qureshi go first.
I'm looking at Ihsan here. I mean, it might not be the most obvious choice, but just I think though after summer, I think he's coming back with a bit of a hunger for it. So I it might be. Also, we got Abdulaziz here. Um, just I'm just doing this for brownie points right now. Um, but yeah, I think just because it might not be the most obvious choice, but I think they definitely have a pretty well-rounded team by the looks of it, and I think they're there for the win.
Yeah,
I'm
I
on
would
it.
say okay. Actually, Abdulaziz, you go first. You go first. I'm trying
Yeah,
to see.
I think I have to definitely. I'm gonna give it to what's it called again? I'm gonna give it to Ikhlas. I think they drafted really well and they have a lot of depth in them on that team. So definitely an interesting roster there. That's very well rounded. Now, obviously, it's not really heavy on offense, heavy on defense. It's a very well constructed team. And then you have Musa, obviously, their familiarity in the back end for them. So I'm gonna give it to. I think it'll be Ikhlas.
Yeah, I would give it to Team Ikhlas or Team Taqwa. I think Team Taqwa looks, they have the best, a pool AGM caliber players, and I think they did really good in the draft. They did Kozi, they have Abu Mandra, they have a lot of Palace guys, a lot of East End guys, and Yusuf Muhammad in that, not too bad. So I would say Team Taqwa for sure. We saw them light it up in winter season, but yeah, I would say Team Taqwa or Team Ikhlas, honestly. But yeah, I think with that, we don't have any Okay, no, we do have one question. Will jerseys be there for week one? Inshallah, yeah, they'll be there for week one. They should be arriving soon. So hopefully, yeah, hopefully we do have jerseys for week one. Um, so we have next year saying that Rida is the best team here, and then we have Arsenal saying not Ehsan. So
Fighting words.
Arsenal's being a hater after winning MVP. He's just being a hater, man.
The chip's getting to him.
So yeah, I is there any closing remarks you guys want to do before we kind of end off the podcast episode?
Jazakallah khair for having me. Always fun to do the draft and see it pan out, and get especially the live reactions this time. And best of luck to all the teams, and see you all Friday, inshallah.
For sure. And AQ, I'll let you end off. Your first podcast with the media team.
Oh man, so much pressure. First season, win a chip. First podcast, maybe I win favorite panelist. I didn't say anything for like about 45 minutes, but it's okay. We'll move past that. It's the last impression that really counts. So if I go on for a little bit, maybe people will remember what I have to say. But yeah, no, it's exciting for season. I know that the jump from summer to fall is I've been told a lot about it. Excited to get started from this week. Not next week as some of us may have thought. But yeah, excited to see how the season plays out, and hopefully Slubber wins a chip. Am I
For
right,
sure.
Abdullah?
Yes, for sure, for sure. So yeah, with that, I will say Jazakallah guys for tuning in, and definitely see you guys this week at the